In today's topic, we're going to be discussing how Leo women can be judgmental versus a Pisces man or women illusions. Now, as you guys know, Leo are ruled by what? The sun. And this amplifies their confidence, their pride, and the desire to be seen as right or righteous or admitted in a situation. But as Pisces, we are ruled by Neptune, and it tends to perceive the world through what? Emotions, fantasy, empathy, which oftentimes projects illusions onto others. Now, I'm gonna break this down, and it's gonna be very, very complex, so bear with me. Now, happy birthday to all my fellow Pisceans out there that I may have missed you guys' birthdays. Happy birthday. That's what? Pisces gang, we in the building. Now, this is a big, huge situation here at hand because, man, like I've been through the ringer as in just the last couple of days. And mind you, I've been on my watermelon fast. I've lost 10 pounds. My face is getting skinnier. And I can't complain. I feel like I'm back in my element. I feel like I'm back hyper aware. My intuition is on fire. That's the reason why I even went on this fast to begin with, is that, man, it's so crazy. I was just driving along and I came across someone and I just I ain't even gonna say I guessed. It was just like, I said their name without even knowing who they were. And that happened twice. So I already know, like, with this fast, it's like the intuition is on 10. Like I say, I'm fully aware. I got the self, just everything's making more sense. Put it like that. Now, unfortunately, the Leo, the Libra, it's just been like, just multiple Libras, multiple Leos, just started like cutting up left and right, left and right, left and right. So I'm going to discuss it with you guys, as I will have a follow-up video right after I release this live segment, because you guys, I need you guys' help to actually decipher this, because, bro, all we could do is just talk about it. We can't worry about it. Welcome everybody that just came in. Appreciate that, Autumn. Too cute for you. Appreciate that, Lucky Clover. And I know we're almost to what? St. Patrick's Day, isn't it? Wait, isn't St. Patrick's? When is it today? Or did we pass it? Because I'm lost. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't been keeping up with St. Patrick's Day. But yeah. Let me see. Probably go hey, Monkey Matt, probably go poo-poo. Yeah, I mean, welcome everybody that's in the that came in the chat. Now, here's the thing. We have a problem, okay? Well, it's not so much you guys, but so much of me that we have a problem. Welcome, Dexter, Mayberry. So we have something that tends to go a long way with the illusions. Now, it's so crazy is that you may oftentimes find yourself in a relationship with a Leo as a Pisces, and you could be any other zodiac sign as well. Now, it'll be different if you are of a different sign, but when it comes to you being a Pisces, it's like when you're dealing with the Leo, things are very abstract, if that makes sense. Like, for instance, when you guys are friends, when there's no types of attachments, seems like everything flows, right? You can go see your Leo friend, vice versa. Welcome, what's it? Is it Malachi? I hope I'm saying your name right. Welcome. And see, also happy birthday to any Pisces that I may have missed, or if your birthday is today, happy birthday. And there's a lot of things okay. So what I begin to observe is that when you're dealing with Leos, and I'm speaking of the Leo women in this situation. So When you are in a friends, let's say you're friends with one, say you're in a relationship with one, oftentimes it seems like when you're friends with one, it's like they keep you with, like, in close grips, if that makes sense. Like they treat you as if you guys are in a relationship when you and the Leo are just friends. But here's what tends to happen. Indirectly, once you become in a relationship with one or married to one, then they start to treat you as a friend. See? Now, why is this? See, when you're a Pisces, it's almost like you have to be detached. That's the best word that I could come up with, no matter what. Because with Leo, things can be shaky, things can end, and it's so crazy is that things are very, very tricky with Leo. See? Because it's not so much that there's temptation that arises when you're with the Leo, but she creates it. See? She creates this attention that you either have to follow it, which that would be more of you breaking down your masculinity and becoming more submissive. Because who's going to really be someone's slave? Who's going to really ride around with someone and be under their influence or their judgmental ways? See? Because this is a thing. Look at the king of the jungle. Look at the queen of the jungle. Once the Leo gets what they want, they feel like they've conquered that. They feel like they have achieved that of which they wanted. And once they get the crown, it's like, oh, now there's nothing to work for. Now they move on to the next thing, the next obstacle, the next goal. See? Because think of a person that competes only to what? Win trophies. So if you get a trophy, you become world champion. What else is it more to fight for? You became the world champion. So if you get into a relationship with the Leo, it feels like once they get the belt, once they get the title, they don't really appreciate it. It's almost at that point they're looking for the attention of an audience that's like, put it like this. It's like a performance. People clap and they look for that admiration, that appreciation, like, oh, I appreciate you. You did a good job. But to me, that's more of a, how can I say it? It's like an illusion, but it's more of an attention thing, to where if they don't get a greater, okay, put it like this. If they don't get a great amount of attention for being with you, let's say they get with someone that they feel like, hones in on power. Let's say you have a great influence and they realize that no one really cares. Then it's almost like they feel like they have to get with somebody that has a lot of attention on them already. Like, let's say they'll get with the NBA star versus someone that could be, let's say you are a great influencer. Let's say you have, you can have books out, let's say you got some type of product out and you're popping, but let's say once that Leo woman or man gets with you, they're not really getting any attention off of being with you, if that makes sense. They move on to the next big and better thing, the next bigger, better thing, in order to see what options they have that's going to give them the attention that makes them feel what? Like a performer, that makes them feel like a celebrity, that makes them feel like they're up here. See? So here's the thing with Pisces. Pisces has a hidden power. See? And Pisces knows who to show it to. And Pisces knows that if that's all you want from them, Pisces knows how to turn it off. See? Pisces knows how to detach and just draw the illusion that, oh, I'm probably not your entertainer slash manager slash, oh, I don't have any attention for you to basically take off of me. See? because that's what Leo wants the full screen on. They want to be the only one on screen. That makes sense. And here's the problem. The manipulation is strong here because when you have energy, and I'm gonna say it the best way, when you have energy of your own, let's say you got your own influence, let's say you have your own entourage, your own friend groups, social groups, and you meet a Leo that doesn't know anyone, so then they will respect you just to get close upon you and take that take that social. See, it's like they want to learn through you but not give you credit. See, so it's like they'll take all your accolades, things that you come with, see, and try to use it as their own, try to make it seem like it's them that has the attention. See, but here's the problem. Leos can be judgmental here. See, they can be judgmental. This is why they probably will get better along with a Virgo. See, because a Virgo criticizes. A Virgo likes to look at a person, judge them, and try to decipher, or analyze who this person really is or what they really have going on regarding the situation. So when you're dealing with the Leo, they're already, put it like this, if you're with one, you must got something going on for yourself. See, because you got to understand with Leo, it's about making them look good too. So it's like, yeah, you got motion, you got something popping off for you. You're getting some sort of social status or attention from it. They're going to be with you. Why? Because now they can actually what? Benefit through the attention that you get. See? But they feel like, oh, being with you, it gives them that that reward. It gives them that benefit. See, it's like, imagine a person would just do something just because they're getting something from it. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It's more about the attention that you get. See, and then a person can feed off your energy. And this is why when you get, as a Piscean, when you get with the Leo, you often feel like drain out. The best word for me to use is drain. You feel drained because that person's feeding off your energy. See? And then what you feel, Pisces, is the illusion. You know that there's something that I'm doing that's keeping this Leo satisfied. And you want to know the craziest thing? That attention is worth more to a Leo than sex. It's cold-blooded. That's how you know it has nothing to do with you. It's more about how you make them look, fam. Like, think about it. Let's say you're rich, you're wealthy, you make good money, and that Leo can literally see that status and say, yo, I need that. So as they're shopping around for a guy or a girl, next thing you know, they're like, yo, this person has money, so that's gonna make me look good. See? So they'll get with you just because of that status, man. It ain't got nothing to do with how you look. It has nothing to do with how you are in bed. It has a lot to do with your status. See? So that's the thing. That's the problem, because here's the thing. Let's say they get with you, and I'm gonna tell you what do they do? They judge you. See? They make a judgment call. And that's why they will choose whether or not that of which you have is worth it for them to get with you. And that's why they will normally stay. See? Because they realize, oh, they do not want you to know that it's because of what they're benefiting from you. See? They want you to think it's you. But then you realize that I really ain't got nothing going on for you. Like, I'm really a calm, laid back person. I'm not an entertainer. I'm not a party animal. So what is keeping you around? See? And that's how you know. Because they are shining. Listen, and I'm going to tell you, got to be careful, because let's say a person can feed off your energy just to consume themselves, just to feel themselves, just to satisfy their selves themselves to what? What degree? Where you don't feel what they feel when you guys are together. See? It's like you are keeping the fire burning, because Leo is ruled by the sun anyway. So if they can feed off of you, that's like pulling fuel to keep themselves lit in the first place. They'll just use you for that one thing. And this is why you feel something is off. When you are with the Leo as a Pisces, you feel that I don't really have a what? Connection, a true connection. See? Because listen, if two agree and two are on the same page, then both of you will feel the same energy. See? And then you will be able to understand each other, because now you clearly share the same energy. You both are lit, so you feel what the other person is feeling. But here's the thing: when you are a Pisces, you could feel the illusion and the facade in itself at the same time, to know that, man, this person is just with me because of the clout. See, the clout, the social status, how it looks more than how it feels. So this is why you can get with a Leo as a Pisces and they disregard your emotions, how you feel, because it has nothing to do with you. Think of this: if a person were to perform on stage, are the people clapping for the artist, or are they clapping because they like the song, or because of the whole thing that is what? The show. And if you know what I'm talking about. People do not see it. It's the show. People want to be entertained, so this is why they go to the show in the first place. It's the show. That tells you that it has nothing to do with the person. And that's with Leo, it has nothing to do with them. It has to do with how they make people feel, how they feel entertained. This is why you cannot get too, listen, in that case, it has nothing to do with emotions. It has nothing to do with a connection. It has nothing to do with feeling. See? It has more to do of how it looks. Self-image. The ego. See? And that's what they love, is that gives them the clap. See, the ego is satisfied here, because think of it. Oh, how does other people perceive me? And that's where they get their control, their influence from, is that, oh, if people will think that I'm this big time rich such and such, or hey, whatever the social benefit was in the first place, as long as it makes me look good in front of the world, who cares who I am? Who cares what I'm really doing? Who cares who I'm with? As long as on paper, I get the admiration, I get the appreciation. See? Because that's how it looks that's what the sun does. It actually what? It projects energy, see? But it's because it has so much energy, that's why it's able to give a show in the first place. That's why everybody, when they look up to the sun, they see how bright it is. But how does it get its energy? And then you notice the effect that it has on others, because now it keeps things warm and cozy, and people are able to feel the heat. They're able to feel, oh, comfortable. So let's follow the sun. See? Because they're benefiting from the energy. That's why I've said, like, look, Pisces, I'm going to tell you what it is. Pisces, you are the light, fam. See, you are the light because of the intuition, the inner knowing. So the Leo knows that you shine brighter. The Leo knows that you have the fuel, see, that keeps them burning, that keeps them lit. And then what the Leo does is give off that energy to others. And that's how they get the people. That's how they get the audience. That's how they get the traction. Because think about it. Once of which that attracts is able to what? captivate, magnify. And what is that magnet? What is that presence? It pulls people in. So Leo will literally sit there and use you as a source of energy. See? Just so they can start building what? Building an attraction, building a group, building an entourage. See? Because other people will want to be what? They will want to be attached to that. They will want to be a part of that experience, that show. See? That's what people do. They go to the person that they know has a what? Strong presence. They want to be a part of the show. Just to have, and what? Just to have a good time. So what do we realize here? That it's more based off the experience. And that's why when you're a Pisces, you realize that this is not what I think it is. This is not something. See, you get into the love, you get into the expression, you get into the merge. See, but as soon as you realize as a Pisces that that's not the case, that's not how the Leo is wired. See, they don't get any recognition off how you feel. See, they don't get any recognition off of, oh, I'm with you, we're in a relationship. Nope. See, how they get the recognition is that what do you have on table? What do you have to offer? What can I benefit from? How can I get energy? How can I get the people to what? Flock to me. What do you have? See? And if it's a fancy car, it's a social status, a huge following, whatever it is, that's what they want to actually be there with you so that they can hone in on that, see? And use the very same things that belong to you at their advantage, see? Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to break this down for y'all. Now, what applies to you, listen, the Leo is a trip, okay? I'm going to say this in such a way that's not like me bashing Leos. I just want you guys to understand that when you get with a Leo as a Pisces, I'm trying to get you to understand why it starts to feel like the situation gets out of control. See, I'm going to tell you why. It's because Leo's behavior is judgmental with Pisces. See, one thing that he or she does, and this applies to Leo men and the Leo women, is that they critique your mistakes openly. See, and the craziest thing, you think that the person on stage is performing, right? You thinking that, oh, the Leo is the one putting the show on. Nope. The Leo is watching the crowd, because the Leo is looking for a particular audience. They're not looking for any old audience. They're looking for a particular audience. See? And listen, the Leo, the reason why I said that when it comes to a fire sign, a fixed fire sign such as Leo, they become fixated on what brings them the most what? Attention. It's cold-blooded. See? It's what you can't see. And you don't understand that they're critiquing your mistakes openly. Isn't that what Virgos do? See how they got that right there is why you have to watch. Because guess what? That person of what? Listen, you know a Virgo loves to critique openly. Likes to put it all out for everybody to know, to see of what. If they come up with an analyst of how a situation really is, oh, who's going to sit there and listen? Another judgmental person, see? So sometimes you can always remember that Leos don't come alone. Nope. I'm going to tell you, every time before a show starts, who always, okay, put it like this. Every time a show starts, who shows up? The Leo has their own cameraman. They have their own theatrics, aesthetics, everything that's at the show, the Leo controls. Own cameraman. They're not even gonna use the materials, the setup that's already prepared for them to what? Get on stage? Nope. They got their own cameraman. They got their own security. They got their own this, their own that. They got their own entourage. Their own see anything that makes the show perfect in their eyes for them. That's why they are judgmental. You cannot represent a Leo unless you have what? No backbone. You must follow the Leo. And look, psychologically, subconsciously, make them what? Your God. What? Your leader. See? Because that's the thing with Leo, it's more about you following their what? Influence. And guess what happens if you don't? Oh, they start acting a fool. Why? Why do they start acting a fool? Because listen, the one thing for a person, listen, for a Leo to really get aggravated is if you what? Refuse to follow them. It's like they're going left, you're going right. See? Why is that? Because when you understand who you are, when you know who you are in this world, in this realm, in this reality, that's the worst thing for a Leo. See? Because now what are you doing? You're taking your power away. They can't benefit off of what? Your power anymore. Because why? You know who you are. You have your own cameraman. You have your own people. You have your own associates. You have your own social, your social status, your social groups, the people that you talk to on the day to day. And guess what? The funny thing is, has nothing to do with the Leo. See, so they cannot take credit. They can't even have that devotion of, oh, I did this for you and I put this behind your back. I put a battery behind your back. No, you didn't. I got my own life, my own motion. See? So you go from the ego to what? The self. You go from the ego until what? You go from the ego into knowing who you are. See? 10 toes down. Remember I said, anytime you revert to the ego and you let the ego take over, you've already lost the battle. See? Put it like this. The helmet, the crown is the ego. Man, I'm on fire, bro. I don't even know how I'm even, bro. I just broke it down and I'm literally like, I have my notes, but I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm saying it better than my damn notes. Because listen, when the crown is the ego, and you know heavy is the head, I know you guys heard of that saying before. Heavy is the head. See, because when it comes to the crown is the ego, and you notice why do people wear the crown on top of on their heads? Why do they wear the crown on their heads? It's just like a person that plays football. They have a helmet on because they think that they're protected by what? Their accomplishments. See, you become distracted on the shine of the crown because listen, the reflection, listen, if you notice, why is the crown gold? Why is it shiny in the first place? See, people think that they can what? They think that their accomplishments protect them. Oh, I did this. Oh, I'm the richest in the world. And then that little shine that you see, the little sparkling things from the light, it blinds you and you think that, oh, I must surrender. See, you start to get on your knees and you start to say, oh, you start to worship and idolize the person with the crown because, oh, they achieved so much success. I might as well just what? Break down and follow them. That's why I said, when you refuse to follow the Leo, they can't handle it. See, why? See, because you see through the facade. Man, listen, bro. Listen, when you see through the facade and you know that they're not strong as the way that they look. See, you see them as the lion, not the Lion King. It's cold-blooded, bro. See, it's cold. Listen, it's cold-blooded. Because listen, why do you think they want the title? See, why do you think they want the title anyway, instead of you knowing their name? They rather be manager such and such. They rather be, a Leo would rather be the king, the queen. See, the CEO of their last name, CEO Johnson, CEO such and such. And if you call them by their name and you don't add that CEO, what are they going to do? They're going to show you their crown. They're going to show you the crown. See, to control your focusness on their achievements. See, because what are they looking for? What keeps the sun burning? What keeps the sun burning? When you surrender. See, when you give the Leo the attention, the extra attention. When you deny yourself to what? Worship their ego. It's cold-blooded. See, and you want to know the craziest thing? It doesn't belong to them. That's why it's separate. Listen, the illusion is that they're the king. The crown is something you wear. That's why it's separate from what? From you. That's why you have to sit there and grab it and put it on, because it's separate. It's an illusion. Listen to this. Do you think that the person that is world champion, do you think that they are world champion? Do you think they're world champion alone? Oh, I know you had a team. You're not the world champion. Your team is the world champion. They are the world champions. See? But that doesn't make you great, though. See? All that little I'm great and hey, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, right? Like Bret Hart. Means nothing, see, to someone who knows themselves. Because you will be great in everything, not just, the championship match. You'll be great from the day you were born to the day to the day you die, right? Like, do you think that Martin Luther King Jr., do you think that he was great because he started what? A revolution? Do you think he was great at the beginning? Or do you think that he was great every single day? Do you think he was great when he died? Or it doesn't matter, right? Because what happened is this. If you are an influencer, it doesn't matter. See? As long as you start something and people recognize it, then you're going to get what you're going to get regardless. You don't need to have a ego. You don't have to become big-headed about it. Because why? People can see your success. They'll hear about it. See? The newspaper. See? People will gravitate to you anyway. You don't need a crown. You don't need trophies. You don't need accolades. See? People know who you are because of what? They are familiar. They are familiar with who succeeds and who doesn't. By what? Observation, by looking at the person. See, you can see everything you need to know. For a person to sit there and say, oh, Michael Jordan was a great basketball player. Yes, he was. How? How do we know that? Because we can see the games. We see the footages. See? You think he's walking around with, oh, I got to carry my trophy with me everywhere I go? Nope. Because he already knows he's great. He doesn't have to prove it. See, with Leo, they feel like they have to prove it. See, they feel like they have to wear their crown. Oh, they can't be seen what? Without it. It's cold-blooded. See? Now, Pisces behavior regarding the illusions is that Pisces sees the situations as what? Morally gray until something stands out. It's cold-blooded. See, a Pisces knows that we are watching you because you hone into on what? A soul until the crown tips in. See? Oh, what makes you so special? What makes you so great? Why do you feel so much better? Why do you feel like you're better than the world or everything else? See? Because I'm gonna tell you what it is, or why do you see? I put it like this: how do you see yourself so great, right, than the world, but not know yourself? That's cold-blooded, bro. But not know yourself, not really know who you really are, because it's insecurity there the whole time. But you can't see it because you're blinded by the crown. They're put it like this: they're attachments. Now, another thing is that Leo's behavior, they like to point out your flaws in style or actions. See? If a person, look, if a person has a special hairdo, right? What put it like this, what is the expression behind it? Why are they putting on red hair, blue braids, blue, whatever the hairdo is, right? Why not wear your regular hair, your regular length? There's nothing wrong putting on a wig or, those things sometimes. But why would you want to wear a different hairstyle and spend up all that money on different hairstyles? To what? Because they want to outdo you. It's cold-blooded. They want to take over. See, they have a takeover spirit. Because they do not want to be recognized as normal, like the rest of us. They want to be like, yo, look at that girl, look at that woman across the street with the red hair, blonde hair. And it's like, yo, what does that do? That crown, it attracts. What does it attract? Attention. See? What attention? Whose attention? Everybody's. And guess who they're looking at? Guess what they're looking for when they do that? The person that gives them the most attention. Because why? They feel that they're going to what? Shine brighter. You know the song "Shine Brighter" like a diamond? Listen, they want to be a diamond in the rough. But that's the thing. If you surrender, what are you going to do? You become a part of their show. See? Now, with the Pisces, another Pisces behavior. Okay, we're going to the Pisces behaviors. Another thing is that a Pisces projects ideal behavior onto others. See? Now, this is powerful, okay? Because when a Pisces picks, listen, the intuition is like a fishnet, okay? That put it like this. I had to get something to drink, but let's say, put it like this. A fish, I meant to say like a fishnet, something that collects the fish, right? Or some type of net, okay? Now, here's the thing. Once a Pisces knows your behavior, other people can see it when they are around that Pisces. See? Because of Pisces being able to what? Clearly absorb without even trying. This happens naturally. So what tends to happen is right when a Pisces is among a Leo, they hone in on their behavior. And other people see it because Pisces projects it onto others. Now, then that confirms the intuition with Pisces, because soon as someone notices the difference, they're like, yo, Pisces, you want everything to go your way. As the Pisces starts to mingle with others and exercise the energy of which they collected, someone else picks it up and confirms the intuition. See, they'll say, yo, you're not like yourself. You ain't all that. You're not this. And everything from that Leo, right? Everything from the Leo, the Pisces, if Pisces is with that Leo, what the other people, they're going to pick up on it. And it confirms the intuition. Now, here's the thing. Why do Leos want so much attention in the first place from others? Because they like to compare you, see, to others. It's cold-blooded. They like to compare you to others. So this is why when you get with them, as a man, you get with a Leo woman, all of a sudden, you start to notice that there are other men around. You start noticing that she is giving her number out to other men. And you're like, yo, that's a boundary. Yo. We're not doing friends and all this, these temptations and all these basically options, and you feel like you're being replaced as a Pisces. As a Pisces man, you're like, yo, is that what we're doing? Because a Pisces feels what's good for you is good for me, to make it fair. But here's the thing. Why are they comparing you to others? To find who hones in on what? Who hones in on the most power? See? Who gives them the most attention? Because if you, listen, the ego is weak. Remember I said, if you operate out of your ego, and let's say you have to wear your crown everywhere you go just to feel great, just to feel great again, you've already lost. See? You've already lost. Because what do we call someone that, what do they say about flattery? That, oh, if someone says, oh, I like your shirt, oh, I like that hairstyle, here's the one thing you cannot see. The facade, bro. You cannot see the mask, bro. Because your enemy will say the same thing. Oh, I like that shirt. I like those glasses. But do they really like you? Because it's separate. They might like your glasses, but hate you. It's like the eye of the beholder. It's like, yo, I like your glasses, but I hate you. Separate. Oh, I like your crown, but I don't like you. Can you see the difference now? That's why the Leo blinds you, so you don't even know the difference. Because if they have the crown on, guess what? Through their accomplishments, their success stories, whatever it is that keeps that crown on top of their head, guess what? They're going to always feel like they're on the throne. Oh, and you're going to always clap and deny yourself to follow them. See? That's what I said. The worst thing is for a man to deny himself, a woman to deny herself, just at the expense of, this Leo. See? Because this Leo has motion. It appears that this Leo has motion. It appears that this Leo has more going on for themselves. And here's the thing. When you think for 1 second that of which that Leo has more going on than you, what are you doing? You're behaving the same way that Leo, listen, the same way the Leo wants that crown, put it like this, how the Leo was before they got that crown on in the first place, you're behaving just like that, see? So they train you, they condition you to deny yourself because they've denied themselves. And that's why they would rather what? Follow what is what has the most energy. They would rather follow who makes them look good. See, so that they don't have to look or be themselves, in other words, okay? Because listen, if you are, let's say you're an athlete, let's say you're an NBA star, let's say you have a lot going on. Like I said, it comes with what? It comes with success. You can see it. Do you think the NBA players are walking and running around the city off season with their trophies and no, they have their ring, championship ring, and that's it. See, that's what the team gets. They're not going to wear it just because they going to a Walgreens, unless they're trying to show off, bro. And showing off, what that does is that really shows you the person is trying too hard. They don't really feel like they've done anything great. They don't really feel great themselves. So the separation is the crown. Let me show you my $1 million ring from winning the championship. You can focus on that, see? And then that blinds you from that person, of how they really are. Now, another thing is that a Leo reacts to betrayal with visible anger. It's cold-blooded. Now, here's the thing, because it's two different languages here, love languages, is that a Leo doesn't respond the same way a Pisces does or any other sign. Nope. See, and that's the thing you have to know and understand, because you can get into it with the Leo and you guys could be saying the same words, but it's two different meanings. See, it's like the way they mean it is not the way you meant it. See, so when we say betrayal, it's not the same way. It's not like an emotional betrayal where it would be for a Pisces, but for a Leo, they would look at it like, oh, you made me look bad. See, you did something to basically cause the whole you changed the situation based on how it looked. See, now another thing is that so with a Pisces could think in a situation and say to themselves, oh, what could have been, what possibly could we be together? Okay. Meaning let's do something that's just morally right. Okay. Be married, be in a relationship. But you got to understand that Leo is not going to just get with any old body, bro, just because of that. See, now, another thing is that with the Pisces, they could forgive or ignore imagining a better outcome. Now, this is the powerful thing, because a lot of people think Pisces are not realistic, but Pisces are, see? And that's why Pisces brings themselves to the reality, because they want to what? Have a good outcome. Well, hey, let's just get married. Let's become one instead of separate. But what gets in the way? What gets in the way? The crown, bro. See, the crown, if you do not let that Leo wear their crown, it's like, imagine taking a souvenir along with you all the time from wherever. It could have been let's say you got that souvenir a long time ago, and it gives you some sort of recognition, some type of experience, right? That you've already, let's say you've already experienced a vacation to the Bahamas or something. You got a souvenir there. Well, the Leo is like, yo, you want to marry me? It's like, oh, I like you, you like me. Oh, I think we'll be a good couple, but can my friend come too? And see, it's like they do not come alone. They will not come alone, bro. Oh, let's go out and have dinner. Okay, well, hey, my brother, he's going to come too. Well, wait a minute. I didn't know you had a brother. Yeah, that's my brother. He's like my bro, like my best friend. It's like, damn, you can't separate the best friend like with us. Nope. Because they have their own cameraman. They have their own entertainers, their own, and it feels like a show. Oh, you can't come along and have dinner with me. You have to bring your bro. You got to bring your sis. You got to bring all these extra people. Because they need the attention, bro. It has to stay on them. See? And the people that follow them, guess what? We like to call them their stooges, flunkies, minions. Oh, yeah. The people that follow them have no what? No sense of self. It's cold-blooded. They've already what? Bowed down to worship that Leo. And guess what? On call. This is so crazy. On call, the Leo could say, yo, I'm at Denny's. Pull up. I'm on my way. These people that follow Leo have no lives of their own. See? So all this almost like this. They follow the leader. The Leo refuses to look what? Small in the eyes of others. This is why I'm trying to tell you. They cannot do anything without the crown. Oh, we get married. Can I take my friend? Can my friend stay with us? Oh, hey, wait a minute. I got to change. Let me wear my crown. Wait, let me put my crown on first. Oh, I'm going to go. You want to go to the gas station? Hold on, let me grab my crown. See? And that's what separates you, the two of you, is their crown, their ego. They cannot go anywhere without the ego. It must be there. And guess what? You must accept it. You might say to yourself, yo, I want to go on a honeymoon. I want to go to the Bahamas. And guess what the Leo's going to do? Can I take my friend? Oh, and they're not even going to ask you. Oh, my bro's coming. What are you going to say? Wait a minute. I thought you have to say something. You have to be ruthless. You have to be assertive. You have to assert your dominance when you're dealing with the Leo, because on every single decision, they're going to try to what? Dominate you. Make you look small. Make you small to be what? To become a follower, bro. Every time. They want to be the one to tell you what to do. You drive. Not I'm driving. Oh, you drive. Pick my friend up. We're going to pick my friend up. Oh, I want to go to the Bahamas? Oh, I'm bringing my bro. Oh, sis, hey, you want to come with us to the Bahamas? Yeah. We'll pick you up. Boop, 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 right? So you could feel the ego on that Leo stronger than what? Their personality. It's cold-blooded. See? And that's and the problem here is that, and I'm talking about the unhealed, okay? The unhealed. I'm not talking about you Leos out there that are you probably quit this type of behavior long ago, and I'm not talking about you. But you know what I'm talking about, this type of behavior where the whole conceitedness, the arrogance, oh, that type of behavior, that's what I'm referring to. Now, another thing is, you got to understand this, okay? There's a power struggle. When you are a Pisces dealing with the Leo, there's a power struggle. See? It's the power struggle in the dynamics of the relationship, see, itself, because that comes with the title. Now, as I mentioned before, the Leo critiquing the mistakes of which you make openly. Now, as remember I said, with the Pisces, you see the situations as morally gray. The reason behind this dynamic is that Leos want respect, see, but Pisces wants understanding. Now, which one would you rather have? Would you rather have respect or would you rather have understanding? I would want understanding. See, let's get something understood. I'm not your peon. I'm not your stooge. I'm not your follower. I am myself, which is separate from you. See? So that in alone, understanding is saying, yo, I'm separate from you. I'm not your little old poodle dog with the whole leash around my neck. No. See? And here's the thing. A Leo will not attach themselves to anything that they cannot control. See? Now here's another thing. As I mentioned, the Leos, they like to point out the flaws in others openly or actions, right? But they do it in style. Now, another thing, as I mentioned with Pisces, is that we project ideal behavior onto others, right? Now, with this dynamic, and the reason behind this is that Leo is what? As I mentioned, ego-driven. Ego-driven. And Pisces is dream-driven. See? This is why when you try to, listen, you will never be able to understand what the Pisces wants, what they really want, because they are dream-driven. You cannot, listen, unless you are what? In that dream, you ain't going to have nothing to hold on to. See? Because Pisces dissolves anything that is what? Not realistic. It's cold-blooded. That's why when something comes to you, Pisces, and it's fake, it's not real, it's not something that is normal, it's going to dissolve. It's going to dissolve and go back to which it came from. And that's why it can't touch you. That's why when you are with a person like this and their behavior leaks, you start to realize that something's off. You realize that, oh, did someone forget to turn the water off? Because I see all of this stuff leaking. Now I clearly see that this isn't a real situation to begin with. See, now, another thing, as I mentioned, Leos like to compare you to others. And Pisces likes to what? Imagine what could have been. What does this do? What does this show? In this part, with this dynamic, what does it show? It shows that Leos are what? Competitive. See? And Pisces sees what? Possibilities. So this is why a Pisces knows that anything's possible when they are what? With the Leo. See, it keeps you, when you know that anything's possible, it keeps you what? Separate. It keeps you separate from knowing the truth. It keeps you separate from being able to know exactly what's going on. Because you must be what? You must obtain self-control. Then be self-righteous or any other types of attachments, control in itself. You must be separate. Wait a minute. Isn't that the opposite polarity of Leo is detachment? Detachment? Oh, that sounds more like an Aquarius, right? Yeah. Because Aquarius is the opposite of what Leo is. Oh. It's cold-blooded. See? And I have moon in Aquarius, so I totally get it. And that's why Leo don't. That's why Leo doesn't get it. Because Aquarius doesn't want to be a part of the spotlight for a reason. See? Because there's weakness there. See, you're affected by the light, the energy. You're not the one that has the energy. You're reflecting it through what? Your ego. See? Your ego, the crown. So the only way for you to have what? The power, the true energy is to detach, man. The only way you're going to work with a Leo is you have to be yourself, bro. You have to be authentic. You cannot have any attachment to them. They will not respect you for what? Joining them. They will not respect you for following them. See? It's cold-blooded. That's the only way you can last with the... I've been with my Leo girlfriend. We are engaged. I've been with her for 6 years. And one thing I noticed, having a Sagittarius stellium, is this. I don't follow her. She doesn't dominate me. I've already established and put the nail in the coffin that I'm not that type of person. So if you want to be with me, you ain't running shit. You running from me because I'm the one driving the ship. And you can jump off at any time and drown to death, and I wouldn't give a shit. It's cold-blooded. Because I see you for what? Who you truly are. Other than what? Who you're trying to be. See? Because they feed off of the perception of what? Others. Other people's what? Reflection, bro. This is why I'm trying to get you guys to understand. The reflection of others, that a Leo craves what? Attention. Anybody that craves attention, look, they're like, yo, I have an empty bucket and I really want your attention. Please put your attention in this bucket. See? So I can feed off of it. Feed off the attention of others. See? In order to feel what? In order to feel what? A part of something. See? That's their togetherness, is to feel a part of what? The experience, bro. See, you can go to the lake and get what? A suntan, right? And you feel that suntan is what? You feel the suntan is great. You feel like, yo, me and the sun, we just exchanged. We just exchanged what? Me being present and me what? Reflecting off the sun caused me to what? Get a suntan. So you feel like you benefit from what? The sun. While you were there, you got a suntan. It's like, oh, I went to the show and got me a free tattoo. Oh, I got a suntan, and hey, what a great experience. Maybe I'll go back next time. Maybe I'll do this more often. But let's look at this. What did the sun get? What did the sun get? Did the sun get a suntan? Nope. So what presence does it really have? It's just there. See? It's just there for one purpose. To keep everybody else happy. You have to know, bro, listen, like, people don't want the same things in life. Some people they say two things. You're either living or you're existing. See? You're either living life or you're existing. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you why that is. I'm going to tell you why the sun sits there. And what does the sun benefit? Well, it's the goddamn sun. What does it benefit from? It doesn't need you. The sun doesn't need you. It's going to shine regardless, as long as it's outside. Man, listen, as long as it's outside, why? Why can't you do anything for the sun? But sit outside in it, right? But sit outside in it, right? Because the pride won't let you. The The pride won't let you. You can't do nothing for the Leo. They will not appreciate it. Nope. Nope. They will not appreciate it. Nope. Because it's all about them. It ain't got nothing to do with you. See? Because what they're there for is guess what they're there for? Your reflection. It's cold-blooded. See, you bring the light back to them. See? It's like, oh, the Leo's there just to make you feel comfortable. That's it. That's it. Oh, son, hey son, can I get you something to drink? Nah, I don't need it. No thanks. Oh, son, can I do this for you? Nope, I don't need it. Nope. The son will not ask you for anything. You know why? Because you'll offer. Because they won't ask you for anything because you're going to just give it to them. And then the thing about it, won't appreciate it. Why? Because of pride. Pride doesn't listen. Pride is this. A person is about to run out of gas. Oh, gas tank on E. I don't have money. I don't get paid till next Friday. So guess what? The car runs out of gas. The Leo is like, yo, I get paid Friday, so I'm not gonna ask. You're sitting in the passenger seat and you're like, yo, what's going on? You ran out of gas? Like, yo, bro, you're not gonna go get gas? Or hey, well, hold on, let me go get a gas can. You see how? What makes you think for 1 second, let me go get a gas can? Did the Leo ask you to go do that? Nope. You did it yourself. See? You reflected. You reflected. They didn't have to reflect. They were just there sitting there, just like the sun. See? You just, oh, hey, I got the gas can. I got $20 worth. Here, let me put this in your tank. Next you know, oh, thank God that your gas tank didn't blow out. Thank God, hey, we're moving again now. We're moving again. Me.